The Lifetime Achievement Award is presented to one whose life is filled with exceptionally committed service. This year, we are honored to have the testimony of an exemplary achiever who will in turn introduce our most visionary leader to present the Lifetime Achievement Award. The achiever is Al Edmonds, Lieutenant General, United States Air Force, retired, who is now President of U.S. Government Solutions at EDS. General Edmonds was the winner of the Black Engineer of the Year Award in 1996. Please welcome Al Edmonds.
Thank you. Good evening. I am delighted to be here this evening to help commemorate a life filled with dynamic achievement and promise. The achievement path for which my friend General Les Lyles is being honored tonight is truly a road less traveled. The Secretary will expound on that in a minute, but allow me a word to celebrate such a magnificent accomplishment. Recently, someone did a profile of some of the top athletic performers of our present time, and they wanted to know why they stood out. The list included the likes of Tiger Woods, Lance Armstrong, and the Williams sisters. Of course, they were all very young, and none had studied why and what it took to make them great. But their view was, nevertheless, fascinating. What it boiled down to was that being the best is the process of selecting what to savor and what to sacrifice. I think this means that ordinary effort is not sufficient to accomplish extraordinary deeds. To achieve the astonishing, we must attempt the amazing. What normal people relish, champions avoid. And what champions savor, normals pass up. That is why I'm so thrilled to share in this moment of glory with my friend Les Lyles. I know the sacrifices he's made to get here. Les, congratulations. Now let me introduce our most esteemed presenter. Dr. James G. Roach is the Secretary of the United States Air Force. He's the highest civilian appointed by the President to lead our men and women in the United States Air Force, civilians, National Guard, and reservists. His experience includes 23 years as a naval officer, culminating with the rank of captain, and 17 years in corporate executive leadership at Northrop Grumman. Dr. Roach believes deeply that the leadership of the United States Air Force should look like America. To present this Lifetime Achievement Award, it is my great privilege to introduce a visionary leader, the Honorable Dr. James G. Roach. Dr. Roach.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to be here this evening to recognize a very special American. He is a shining example of the values for which our nation stands, and is living proof that the enduring truths of equality, patriotism, and service can and do have great power. It is my privilege tonight to present the Lifetime Achievement Award to General Lester L. Lyles. General Les Lyles is the commander of Air Force Materiel Command at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Ohio, and holds the rank of a four-star general, one of only 14 in an institution that numbers over 700,000 officer, enlisted, and civilian personnel. Under his leadership, the Air Force conducts scientific research, test and evaluation, maintenance, and acquires the weapon systems that enable our Air Force to remain technologically current and keep us ready for war, should we be asked to do so. He grew up in our nation's capital during an era of great struggle, not far from the white marble monuments that dot the District of Columbia. From a tough area of Northwest Washington, where several of the young males in his neighborhood ended up in jail or on drugs, he excelled. Valedictorian in junior high, at the top of his class in high school, then on to Howard University, where he graduated with distinction, earning a Bachelor of Science degree in Mechanical Engineering and a commission in the United States Air Force. From these days of diligence and commitment began a lifetime of service, demonstrating to our youth that their dreams have value and can be achieved. He has served our nation honorably for 35 years in a variety of leadership positions, culminating as the commander of 80,000 people and as the custodian of $40 billion in resources. Through education, achievement, and service to a high calling, he has been an inspiration to us all. These are the examples of the life of Lester Lyles. From the inner city where survival was at a premium, he is now at the top of an institution where his ultimate objective is to preserve the cherished values of our nation. This is a life well lived, especially that part of his life lived with Mina, his lovely wife. As a leader in the world's greatest Air Force, It is entirely fitting to honor his life with tonight's theme of stretching for breakthroughs and soaring beyond limits. Daily we stretch beyond what is imaginable so that we can soar far above the ordinary. As an airman, as an American, he has done just that. On behalf of the men and women of the United States Air Force, my good partner, General John Jumper, who's with us tonight, we are pleased to honor General Lester Lyles with this award for lifetime achievement. Congratulations, Les.
What a fantastic evening this is. I start off by saying wow before the mic got turned on. I feel very, very humbled and honored to be here tonight to receive this award. And I'm particularly honored to receive it from the kind of leadership we have in our Air Force today. Certainly my friend and mentor, Al Edmonds, our Secretary of the Air Force, Dr. Jim Roach, and I'm very, very pleased that our Chief of Staff, General John Jumper, is in the audience. I am inspired by these two gentlemen daily. And I hope you all appreciate, because I certainly know, how busy they are, particularly in this time and age in our country and protecting our country's freedom. And it is a humbling experience, and I very much appreciate having you, Mr. Secretary, and you, John, here for this award. And Mr. Secretary, many in the audience know, Ivory Tucker, Ted Imes know, that this location is very, very germane, I think, and very important for you because of what you have given the community here around Baltimore. Your service at Northrop Grumman, your service in the community to support minorities in both that corporation and with your creation of the Worthy program in the high schools here, countless numbers of young people have benefited from that. And again, to receive this award from you is quite an honor. Thank you. Well, the word inspiration really comes to mind to me tonight. I've been inspired, obviously, daily by my God, just like all of you out there. I've been inspired by my parents. Some of you heard me talk about them yesterday at the luncheon. They're no longer here with us in body, but they're certainly here in spirit. And I've been inspired throughout my life by having the right kind of role models. A cousin, Barbara Bennett. A family member, Dr. Walter Leonard, an educator, civil rights activist, lawyer. Both of them were role models to me growing up. And then particularly in my own personal family, my lovely wife Mina, my kids, my daughter Renee, my son Philip, my twin daughters Leslie and Lauren, they inspire me every day, and believe it or not, they keep me very, very humble. They have taught me what love is all about, and I really appreciate that. Inspiration from mentors coming up through my Air Force career. General Al Slay, who I think is here tonight. Certainly Al Edmonds, Rodney Coleman, so many others that I cannot count. And then obviously inspiration by being part of this great institution we call the United States Air Force. When I crossed into the blue, literally 35 years ago this month, I never could have imagined the opportunities, the chances to succeed and excel that were given to me by the Air Force. And I try to live up to that ideal on a daily basis. It has truly been inspirational. And finally, even though this is a Lifetime Achievement Award, I still think I have a lot more to give, a lot more to achieve. And I've certainly been inspired over the last couple of days. I honor and thank Tyrone Taborn for creating and having a vision to create this great institution, this organization, and this award ceremony. I was inspired, as I was last year and in previous years, listening to the lives and stories of the award recipients, those we heard from this morning and those you're going to hear from tonight. Believe me, anything I've achieved so far, it pales in comparison to the potential of what these young men and women have. So again, inspiration. This is very inspirational. I'm proud to be here. God bless all of you, and God bless America. Thank you.